Good morning everyone. This is our lecture number 2 on moment distribution method. Today we will solve our first problem on moment distribution method. So this is the diagram for given question. The question is analyze the given continuous beam by moment distribution method. Draw BMD, take EI constant. This is the general question. So, in the given problem, there are two ends are fixed ends. That is, support A is also fixed support. Support C is also fixed support. So, we will require 4 steps to solve the problem. Step number 1 is fixed end moments. As everyone know, how to calculate fixed end moment. So this is center point load. For center point load, the formula will be WL by 8. So MAB minus WL by 8, minus sign will be due to anticlockwise moment, and for BA it will be plus WL by 8. So value will be minus 25 and plus 25 kilonewton meter. Now for span BC, there is UDL over the whole span of 4 meter. So for UDL, the formula will be minus WL square by 12 and plus WL square by 12. So MFBC will be minus 26.67 kilonewton meter, and for CB it will be plus 26.67 kilonewton meter. So this is our step number 1. Now step number 2, that is distribution factor. For that we have to make one table. The table consists of 5 columns. Column number 1, that is joint. Column number 2, that is member. Column number 3, that is stiffness, or we can say stiffness factor. Then summation of stiffness, and last is distribution factor. So in first column, we have to write the joint in which 2 members are attached. In joint B, there are 2 members are attached, BA and BC. So we will write only joint B. Now consider joint A and joint C. There is only one member attached, that is member AB for joint A, and that is member CB for joint C. So there is no need to write those joints in this column. So joint in this column there is only one joint, that is joint B. The member are the members which starts from joint B. So MBA and MBC. Okay. For joint B, this is near end, and these two are far end. So for BA, far end is fixed support. So the stiffness factor will be I upon L, as I have already mentioned in the previous lecture. So I upon L, L is nothing but length of span AB. So I upon 4, it will be 0.25 I. For BC, the far end is also fixed support. Hence, again there is I upon L. Length L is nothing but span of length of span BC. So I by 4, it will be 0.25 I. Now what is summation? Summation is nothing but addition of these two. That is 0.25 I plus 0.25 I, we will get 0.50 I. Now how to calculate distribution factor? That is stiffness factor of individual element divided by summation of both members. Stiffness factor, summation of stiffness factor of both members. So 0.25 divided by 0.5 I. we will get it as 0.5. Again 0.25 divided by 0.5i, we will get it as 0.5. So how to verify whether our answers are correct or not? So please keep in mind that addition of distribution factor of one joint will be 1. So 0.5 plus 0.5 addition is 1. So our answers are correct. Now our step number 3, that is moment distribution table. So again we have to make table. That is, it consists of joints. We have to write joints A, B and C. All the joints present in the B. Then write down the distribution factor. So joint B consists of distribution factor. We will write distribution factor below the joint B only. So 0.5 for BA. So I am writing 0.5 here. And for BC, it is also 0.5. I am again writing 0.5 in this part. So for BC, it is 0.5. Then write fixed moments. For AB, it is minus 25. So for AB, it is minus 25. For BA, it will be plus 25. So BA, it will be plus 25. Then for BC, it is minus 26.67. So for BC, it is minus 26.67. And for CB, it is plus 26.67. So I am writing 26.67. Now what? Add these two moments. What we will get? We will get it as minus 1.67. I repeat. Add these two moments. So plus 25 minus 26.67. We will get minus 1.67. Next, multiply minus 1.67 with these two distribution factors. So minus 1.67 into 0.5, we will get minus 0.835. Again minus 1.67 into 0.5, we will get minus 0.835. But while writing the values, we have to write with opposite sign. So minus 0.835 will be plus 0.835. Here also minus 0.835 will become plus 0.835. Now transfer half of this value to this part, which we also call it as carryover factor. So if the support is fixed, carryover factor will be half. I repeat, if the support is fixed, carryover factor will be half. And if the support is roller, hinge or simple, carryover factor will be 0. Again I repeat, if the support is fixed, carryover factor will be half. If the support is roller, hinge or simple support, the carryover factor will be 0. Now, the support A and C are fixed support, hence the carryover factor will be half. So, transfer half of this value to this side. Okay, with same sign, there is no need to change the sign. Only half of this value. So, half of 0.835 will be 0.417. Again, transfer half of this value to that side. So, again 0.835 will become 0.417. Our next step will be add all the moments below the joint A. So, minus 25 plus 0.417 will become 24.583. Again, add all the moments below joint B. So it will be 25 plus 0.835. We will get 25.835 minus 26.67 plus 0.835. We will get minus 25.835. Again, 26.67 plus 0.417, we will get 27.087. Now we have to stop here. There is no need to go further because the value below joint B are same with opposite sign. Hence, the addition of these two moments will be 0. That is our equilibrium equation. MBA plus MBC is equal to 0. Hence, our final end moments will be minus 24.583 for AB. For BA, it will be plus 25.835. For BC, it will be minus 25.835, and for CB, it will be plus 27.087. This concludes our step number 3. Now, I will draw the last step, that is bending moment diagram. So, this is our bending moment. For beam carrying center point load, it will be triangle with formula WL by 4. After putting the value 50 into 4 divided by 4, it will be 50 kilonewton meter. This is the value. And for UDL, there is parabola with formula WL square upon 8. So it will be 20 into 16 divided by 8. It will be 40 kilonewton meter. So this is your 40. Now, final end moments. Again, draw one diagram. Minus plus plus minus. For AB, if value of AB is negative, we have to plot on the upper side. So AB is negative, I will plot it on the upper side, that is 24.583. For BA, if value is positive, again on the upper side, yes, the value is positive. This is 25.835. For CB, negative on the upper side, same point. And for CB, it will be plus. There again, it will be on the upper side. Okay, so I will join all these 3 points, 27.087. So I will join all these points. So this is our final bending moment diagram. In our next video, we will solve a problem in which both ends are hinged. Okay? Thank you.